There were forces conspiring against me to stop me from making this video. Some might say it was my own poor time management in not getting out here early enough to get a good camping spot. Some may say it was my own clumsiness when I dropped my phone and it scratched my screen right over the front-facing lens, so now I have to film everything in the back lens and I can't actually see what I've got in the shot. Some may say that it was my own procrastination in waiting like 6 months to film this. I would say that it was the mischievous and evil spirits that lurk around us. I've been dreaming of car camping for years. Never got around to actually doing it until now. The setup, she's nothing fancy. I told myself I wasn't allowed to buy anything just for car camping until I gave it a shot and I knew I actually like it. So if this goes well, next time you guys see me, there may be some upgrades. The first mistake I made for you to learn from is that you should not wait until 12 p.m. to get out of your house to come looking for a camp spot. You should get up really early and show up before everyone else does to snag a good spot. I went to like 3 different sites looking for a place to set up before I found this one, and I stressed myself out and I got really hungry, and it's really hot outside and I'm kind of sweating right now, so I'm gonna have something to eat and I'm gonna take some really big breaths and we're gonna calm down and it's all gonna be okay and we're gonna have a great time anyway. The last time I was out here, I think it was January. It was right after the last big snowstorm of the season. I went on a cold plunge, which is another thing I've been meaning to do for years. Only just now got around to for the first time. I'll put the footage of it in here. It's not even gonna be bad. It's not even gonna be that bad. I'm just gonna get in. All this snow and ice is running off into the creek, so it's gonna be really nice and cold, and it's not even gonna feel bad. It's gonna feel great, and I'm gonna be so refreshed and energized afterward, and it's not even gonna be bad. can't feel my legs anymore. I do feel good though, actually. Once you get in there, it's so cold it doesn't even register as cold anymore, you know? Like it just feels like pins and needles and like shock to your body. Another time for sure, maybe when it's really snowy and icy out. It wasn't as hard as I thought it would be. At some point, the water gets so cold that you almost stop feeling it altogether. The winter slump really had me in a chokehold this last year. I had a really slow start to the year because of it, but I did manage to get that off my yearly bucket list, and I was really happy with it. For sure I'll be doing it again, and hopefully I'll last longer than 20 seconds next time. I am always hearing people online say stuff like, you gotta regulate your nervous system. Your nervous system is going, it's so unhealed, you gotta get it regulated again. But no one ever wants to tell me what that means. For a while, I thought it was just a buzzword that didn't really mean anything, that it was like a pseudoscience kind of thing that people were saying just to sound smart. And then I found this book, at my local library. She calls it somatic healing, but I think it's basically the same thing as nervous system regulation. So I was pleasantly surprised to see that there's actually some basis to all those videos I saw online, and finally find someone who wanted to explain to me what all of that actually means. I think this book is specifically about using it for trauma therapy, but I feel like it's sort of applicable to like stress and, in a more general sense as well. But I'll let you guys know how it goes. I brought 50,000 books with me. 50,000. Because I'm a girl who likes to have options, I guess. My reading goal for this year is 40. I'm a little behind right now, so I gotta play catch up. I have like 8 books out between 2 different libraries right now. So it's time to get reading. It's time to get reading, indeed. Did I mention it's my birthday tomorrow? Somebody brought their dirt bikes out here right in time for me to pull out my camera one more time, which I love. I love being in the midst of the beautiful natural serenity, and then out of nowhere, that sudden jarring, buzzing, disgusting, man-made mechanical noise fills my ears. This could be like an ASMR setup. But it's my birthday tomorrow, which is part of the reason I just really wanted to get this done today. One of my biggest goals for this year was to finally start camping. I've tried planning multiple dates throughout this spring already. Every time the date has come up, it's either been storming, or it was about to storm, or it just stormed and everything's flooded. So it felt even more fitting for me to do my best to get it done today, because we've only had the briefest break from all of these spring storms, just a couple days of, beautiful sunshiny weather for me to get out there and get this done before it starts up again tomorrow. So I am proud of myself for finally getting up off my ass and getting my car set up together and finally making it out here. Even if it was kind of a disaster, it's the first time. We're still learning the ropes. We're still ironing out all the kinks. Texas Garden Fairy on TikTok posted a video today where she said something along the lines of, wherever there is setback, there is opportunity if you're quick enough to find it. Wherever there is fear in your life, wherever there is resistance, wherever there are hiccups and setbacks and things throwing you off your path, there is just that much more opportunity to persevere and succeed and benefit from it anyway. And I say this to you because the storms that were supposed to come tomorrow are now possibly coming as early as midnight tonight. And this is a really bad spot for me to get caught in a storm. Like, if it started raining on me in the middle of the night, I might not be able to get back out of here until it dried up again. So I'm gonna have to wrap this up and go back home. That'll probably do it.
I love that.